look at the other places first.
It's an old hat. I guess it belonged to some illustrious guest who lodged here. I don't know if his stay was willing or not. An old three-cornered hat. I think it belonged to some captain, or someone from the upper class anyway.
And it's mine now. Thank you.
These are books on dressmaking in the 1600s. Evidently, Kid cared about being up to date on the evolution of European costumes. Or some guest left them during his holiday on the Adventure Galley. It doesn't strike me as the best time to start reading treatises on 17th century fashion.
But we might need the knowledge, guys.
Clothes from the end of the 1600s. Their fabrics are very fine. The guests of this room were treated with a certain care. Some well-preserved clothes.
Huh? Am I supposed to wear the costume right now? Change into the costume, and then we can play along. As William Kid's psychic.
Clothes from the end of the 600. Their fabric is very good. They were probably used only for the important guests of the ship, not for the crew.
So that's me. Can I wear them now? I don't have an icon, but I can combine it with the hats.
I have to find a better use for them.
No? Alright.
Clothes from the end of the
I feel like we will get our chance to change into this costume later on. Okay, there's also a basement down here. And we got cannons. They say we're in working order. We might need to fight them, guys. Yeah, Steve Bonnet and his henchman is going to appear soon, I bet. They're probably going to follow my trail down here to this treasure ship.
It's one of the galley's cannons. It's a cannon from the 17th century. Even if I wanted to, I couldn't use it. It hasn't got a wick.
Maybe I can find a wick.
From here, you can access the rooms below deck.
And I see mannequins. Why are there mannequins here?
It's a wooden mannequin. According to a chronicle of the period, these wooden mannequins were used to make the crew size appear larger. The fear factor and the number of armed men visible was usually enough to win a battle without even fighting. Somebody carved the name they gave to this mannequin in the wood. Jimbo.
Oh. Jimbo? What? I took the whole mannequin, the large mannequin, put it inside my bag. I shrink it first, and then put it inside my bag. Maybe that's an inflatable. Jimbo the pirate. Am I supposed to put costumes on him? Ah.
I have to find a better use for them.
No? Alright. Maybe it's not the time yet.
It's a relatively new cannon. Probably after the last battle, Kid replaced the cannons that weren't working anymore. Better not. The ship is docked on this side. There's a risk that the shot could ricochet and cause damage.
Okay, so this cannon we can actually fire, unlike the ones at the top. And it goes down again.
There's a second level.
And another cannon! Wow! So many cannons.
It's an old sword. I guess it's seen many battles. This old sword could come in handy. Maybe I can learn how to handle it. If I'm not mistaken, near my house they just opened a school. The Swordmaster. That should guarantee success.
Sure.
Yuck. The hilt is all sticky. Time must have corroded the handle's material.
Sticky handle? Ugh. The cannonballs on here.
It's one of the oldest cannons on the ship. It has probably never been replaced. You can tell by the notches engraved on it. Every notch shows a battle in which it was shot. 8 notches, so 8 battles. An interesting tidbit of information. I guess it's still armed and ready to fire. This cannon is ready to shoot. I should have a valid reason to do that.
I'm sure there's going to be one soon. And this weird door has 2 keyholes.
It's surely the door that leads to the hold. It's locked. Who knows for how long?
So
I
that
have
means...
to find the key to enter. I could ask the captain if he knows where I can find it.
So this is the treasure room then.
It's surely the door that leads to... It's
Yeah.
locked. I have to... I could...
So there are 2 different keys. It requires 2 keys.
It's locked. If, as I suppose, this is the door to the hold, they have surely reinforced it. I obviously need the key to enter. I could ask the captain if he...
Yeah, maybe more than one. So that's all there is, guys. So what do we do now? Jimbo the Pirate. Are we going to use that on that, or are we going to use it on the incoming enemies? I'm sure they will come down here in a few minutes. Yeah, we're going to meet them again. Uncle Steve and his henchmen, including that the innkeeper. We still have to face them. So I feel like this is going to be a disguise if we put the costumes and the hat on the dummy. Then we can create some kind of a diversion. So that's my plan. Once they arrive, that is. So what do we do now?
It's the door to the captain's cabin. Dad should be in there.
Oh,
What's
hello.
happening now? I hope it's something important.
Okay, looks like we have another conversation here.
Captain, can you tell me your story?
Is this the reason you embarked?
I hoped to understand how you ended up here, Dad.
I have no time to get angry now. Go back to your duties. You can hear my story from the other members of the crew.
But there's no other members of the crew. You're the only one left.
There are rats inside the magazine.
That's the reason you've been brought on, Deckhand. Try to earn your daily rations. Anything else?
Yes.
Someone stole the last barrel of grog.
What? This is really serious. But the quartermaster can take care of it. Anyway, no less than 100 lashes with the cat o' nine tails for the guilty party. Stealing the grog, the nerve. Anything else?
Yes, the locked door in the hold.
I'll need the key to access the hold.
You still aren't an official member of the crew. You must earn this honor. Every new member must get to know the ship and gain the trust of the rest of the crew.
I think I already saw everything and talked with everyone.
Let's see if this is true of you. Answer these 3 simple questions.
Oh, no.
First, name at least one member of the crew, except the captain, that you met on board.
I don't remember Jimbo, the mannequin, the dummy. Okay, we have to play along, guys. Even though there's no one else on board, we cannot answer it like that. So, Jimbo.
Jimbo.
Second question. According to which code have the rules of life on board been drafted?
Surely the Atlantic Codex by Leonardo Grog and the other delights. The Little Prince. Is this one of the books, guys? I think it's a book title. Those books are going to be the solution here. Life on the Sea? I don't know. I need to go back and take a look.
Life on the Seas by Kidd.
Third and last question. How many battles have we faced until today?
How would I know? 27.
27.
I'm sorry, you're not ready yet. The answers are all around you.
Sorry, Captain. I'll leave you to your business.
Good. Go back to your duties, Deckhand.
I'm not ready for the surprise quiz, Captain. Oh, let me look at the books again. Hold on. There's a stack of books here.
It doesn't strike me as the best time to start reading treatises on 17th century fashion.
So, there are ones on his table, guys.
These are books on dressmaking in this evidently.
So, that's
Kidd
not
or
it.
some...
Not the dressmaking ones. The ones on the table. There were books there. Yeah.
Don Quixote de la Mancha. It's one of the first editions.
That's not a choice.
Life on the Seas. Rules
Oh.
and Tasks on Board a Ship by William Kidd. It seems Kidd was writing a treatise. Interesting.
Okay, so that's the one. That's one of the answer then.
I can't take them.
Okay, we got one of the questions here.
It looks like a voodoo doll. Some prankster guest of Kid must have left it here after his stay. Better not touch it. I wouldn't want its curse to remain active on some descendant of the represented person.
Does it have the name?
It looks like a voodoo doll. Some prankster...
So no name here. Okay. So... Jimbo the pirate. Is this really a crew member? The name of the crew member?
It's a wooden mannequin. There's an inscription. Jimbo. They used it, together with other mannequins, to make the crew size look its largest.
Okay, that's gotta be correct then. Jimbo. Okay, so we got 2 questions here. What about the other ones? Number of battles. Where do I find the answer for this? Number of battles. There's only the cannon in here.
This cannon is ready to shoot. I should have a valid reason to do that.
So, I don't see a clue. This cannon.
Better not. The ship is docked on this side. There's a risk that the shot could ricochet and cause... It's a relatively new cannon. Probably after the last battle, Kid replaced the cannons that weren't working anymore.
Nothing about numbers.
It's one of the galley's cannons. It's a cannon from the 17th century. Even if I wanted to, I couldn't use it. It hasn't got a wick.
Maybe I can just take a guess? For the last question, guys. I don't
want to shoot a cannon.
I've looked at everything, but nothing about the battles. Let me try this again.
What's happening now? I hope it's something important.
I'll need the key to access the hold.
You still aren't an official member of the crew. Every new member must get to know the ship and gain the trust of the rest of the crew.
I think I already saw everything and talked with everyone.
Let's see if this is true of you. Answer these 3 simple questions. First, name at least one member of the crew, except the captain, that you met on board.
Jimbo!
Jimbo.
Second question. According to which code have the rules of life on board been drafted?
Live on the Seas by Kid.
Life on the Seas by Kid.
Third and last question. How many battles have we faced until today?
So, yeah, last time we got the first 2 questions, guys. We answered 27 the first time around. Let's answer 36.
36.
I'm sorry.
No.
We're not ready yet. The answers are all around
It's not 36. Okay, let's try this again.
I'll need the...
You still
Okay.
I think...
Let's first.
Jimbo.
Jimbo.
Second question.
Live on the Seas.
Life on the Sea.
Third and...
14?
14.
I'm sorry.
No.
You're not ready yet. The answer...
Is it 8?
I'll need the key.
You still aren't in every...
I think...
Let's first.
Jimbo.
Second.
Life on...
Third and last...
8?
8.
Well done.
Yeah.
You have the honor of becoming one of Kid's pirates. Among us, there's a pact of mutual friendship and loyalty. You deserve the key to access the hold.
Thank you, Captain Kid.
Thanks, Captain. I'm honored to be part of your crew.
So there's only one key.
Sorry, Captain. I'll leave you to your business.
Good. Go back to your duties, deckhand.
I wonder what's inside the hold. Is it treasure? But if it's really the treasure, then... yeah, the baddies, the enemies, will probably show up right after that. So let's get ready, guys.
Perfect.
The treasure room.
Wow!
Whoa!
The legends were true. This is the result of years of piracy in all the seas of the world.
Look at this. Look at all the treasures.
Coins and jewels of various kinds. There are also vases with sublime finishes. The temptation to examine or take some of those coins is strong, but Dad takes precedence over everything. First, I have to take care of him, and then together we'll study the galley and its treasure. A golden mask. It seems of European origin. It's a mask. It doesn't seem to come from the Americas. I think it's the loot plundered from the assault on some ship coming from Europe.
Oh, this one I can take? But not the coins! Wow, we took a gold mask. Look at that.
Crates and coffers. They will surely be full of jewels and gold. They will surely be full of doubloons or jewels, but now I have other priorities.
So maybe this goes with, Jimbo. And then the costume. Yeah, I can make something out of all this.
Coffee beans. Kid and his crew knew their value very well. I'm not interested in taking these coffee beans. I'm already wide awake, especially after finding my dad. It probably contains vanilla or cardamom. They were worth a lot of money on the European market. It surely contained some spices. They were very precious goods. I don't need it now.
So more treasure on this side.
Doubloons and other coins.
Yeah.
They all have to be dated and cataloged, even if I'd like to dive into it, like in the comic books.
Alright, I think that's all there is. Well, we got a mask, a golden mask. It's time to go. I feel like Steve Bonnet is going to be waiting outside. I feel like Steve Bonnet is going to be waiting outside. Outside the ship, perhaps? I'm sure they follow my tracks here. Oh, okay, still peaceful and quiet. So, let's go talk to Dad again.
What's happening now? I hope it's something important.
Oh, nothing new, okay.
Sorry, Captain. I'll leave you to your business.
Good. Go back to your duties, deckhand.
So now what?
Not here. A real sea dog would have never sat on one of the cannons turned to port. They were extremely superstitious. They thought that turning their back to the mainland was a sign of contempt, and that they would have been punished by the sea.
On the other side?
This old mannequin was used to deceive the enemy.
Yes.
The more mannequins there were, the larger and more dangerous the crew seemed. I could use it to distract my dad and enter his cabin. If I could disguise it as a pirate, I could make it pass for one of Kid's most bitter enemies. If I'm not mistaken, he named Morgan and Blackbeard earlier. I really see it as a Morgan.
Okay, so we're trying to get into the office, into the cabin. So it is a disguise. Let's put on the costume.
They seem the right size. I don't think there was much variety of measurements on a pirate ship. It's starting to look like a member of the crew. A classy touch. The hat makes it look more important.
How about the mask, the golden mask?
This gives it an aura of mystery.
Wow, Jimbo the Pirate is complete. He's alive and well.
It's Jimbo, but it's still missing something to be credible.
The sword?
Let's try to make it meaner. Discreetly threatening. I placed it here for a specific reason. It's useless to move it.
So now Dad will be able to look at the pirates. Can catch a glimpse from outside the doorway.
What's happening now? I hope it's something important.
Go look at what's on. An enemy on the bridge.
Captain, there's Morgan on the bridge.
Morgan. Damn scoundrel. You finally came back for the final showdown.
Oh, here's my chance. Where'd it go?
It's really you, foul traitor. What nerve you dare show. By returning to the ship you turned your back on after it welcomed you as a child. Prepare yourself to face my wrath.
While Dad is busy, I can access the captain's cabin.
How
Your time has come.
is that possible?
You have nowhere to go.
They're really dueling you
I
guys.
won't let you get away this time.
Dad is dueling with Morgan. Or more accurately, with Jimbo the pirate disguised as Morgan.
Day of reckoning has arrived.
How was
You'll pay
Jimbo
for what you
able
did.
to hold on to the sword? We did not glue it
Don't
on,
even
guys.
think you can escape from here.
Wow. But anyway, we'll leave them be for now. So let's take a look at the captain's cabin. What do we have here? Lots of stuff. A statue made of gold?
Kid, the sea dragon. The adventure galley was equipped with extraordinary weapons, which is the reason it became legendary. It's the statue of a dragon. It was also Kid's nickname. Other than Scourge of the Seas, he was known as the Sea Dragon for the firepower of his cannons. Better leave it where it is. I don't need it to get Dad out of here.
Nautical charts.
The galley's nautical charts. With these, it'll be possible to reconstruct the history of the ship, follow the routes it traveled, and identify the ships and cities it pillaged.
So that's very useful then. Let's take them.
These are the nautical charts of the galley. They will be worth a fortune. With these, it would be possible to retrace the ship's routes and
Yes.
identify the places it visited. I can't deal with this right now. It's more urgent that I find a way to get out of here with Dad.
Yeah, I want to take it for research purposes only, guys. Nothing more. We're not selling them. But maybe we'll donate it to the museum afterwards.
It's the chalice from which I saw Dad drink.
Oh,
From the
yeah.
pungent smell, I'd say he put in some of the mushrooms I saw in the cave.
That's why he's been hallucinating.
Dad has placed the logbook to protect the chalice's contents. Since I'm here, I better take them both.
Okay. The
The
logbook.
same acrid smell of the mushrooms I saw in the cave emanates from the chalice. This could explain many things.
Yup.
Dad managed to survive all these years on a mixture of water and mushrooms. Even in small quantities, they sustain any organism that feeds on them and provide vital energy. On the other hand, they're also a powerful hallucinogen. Dad's state of shock following his fall from the cliffs, combined with the sight of Kid's ship, made him believe that he was the captain. If he keeps drinking from this chalice, he might never wake up. I have to get rid of this chalice. Professor Jones taught us that a strong adrenaline rush will counteract the mushroom's effect. First the chalice and then the adrenaline. One thing at a time.
First the chalice and then the adrenaline. Can we look at the logbook?
It's the Adventure Galley's logbook. My first priority is Dad, though. Then I can study it calmly.
Alright. Anything else? There's a magnifying glass, but I guess that is all. The chalice, I can just pour the content out, right?
It's time to end the game.
Steve Bonnet! I knew it!
Don't show your face again.
No. Steve.
Look who's back. Henry and his kid, the young Morgan.
How did you manage to get here, Steve?
It wasn't difficult. I was looking for you all over town, and suddenly, what a stroke of luck. I saw you entering the crypt in the graveyard. I waited for you a long time. Eventually, I decided to enter and I saw the tunnel. Henry, I didn't think you were still alive. I am partly relieved. My regret was consuming me. In the end, you were right. Kid's ship was docked here in Bone Town.
How dare you come aboard my ship without permission and offend a member of my crew? Who are you?
Henry, don't you recognize me? It's me.
Dad! Captain! It's Blackbeard. He was also able to get on board.
Blackbeard. Yes, I recognize you now. I see that you and Morgan are still inseparable. You'll end up just like him.
Henry, not again.
You leave me no choice.
I understand, Henry. I'm ready.
Here we go. Oh,
God,
Whatever you want, Henry.
they're dueling again.
I can't let you go.
Nobody wants to escape.
Oh, wait. I can do something now. I'm free to
This
move,
time
guys.
you won't get away with it.
Let's see if you can handle
It's an engaging duel. I could stay here admiring them all day if I didn't have to save my dad and myself too.
warming up.
Better keep a safe distance.
Okay, so I guess this is my chance
Let's
to
see what you can do.
go swap the mushroom water with real water then. I think I can swap it. There's a waterfall out here. Yeah, I think we can put the content safely down here. And then exchange it with real water. Can we do it?
It's a metal chalice. Dad uses it to drink. Inside it is a mixture of water and hallucinogenic mushrooms. That's not a good idea. It could resurface in the vicinity of the ship. I have to find a way to get rid of it permanently.
Not a good idea permanently. How?
I don't want to dive over there.
Just put it onto the mushrooms.
I have to get rid of it so that the mushrooms won't proliferate inside.
Wait, hold on. Maybe I need to burn the mushrooms.
I'm not an arsonist.
Where do I get rid of the mushroom water, guys? Where? Don't remember seeing anything on the ship. Crates and barrels. Cannons.
Let's see what you can do.
On guard!
Let's go down here again. Yeah, they are the cannons. Only the cannons. Poison water. Opening? Huh? The opening.
It's not a good idea. The mushroom spores would grow on the ship's coating.
Not the cannon.
This cannon is ready to shoot. I should have a valid reason to do that.
Let me try the cannon.
It should work. It's not
Huh?
a cannonball, so it won't have such a devastating effect. And now the coup de grace. Fire!
That's how we get rid of the mushroom water.
I did it! Heck!
Oh
Didn't
no.
see that coming. The racket from the cannon was more devastating than the shell itself. Better go back on deck and alert Dad.
We better go! Otherwise we'll all be buried here in the cavern. With the pirate ship.
You don't stand a chance this time.
We'll see.
Oh! You lose.
I admit it. You defeated me, Henry.
A victory over a man who was once a friend has no value for me.
Captain, I'm sorry to interrupt your duel, but I think we need to go. The cave is collapsing.
Captain, what are you talking about?
The adrenaline caused by the duels with Jimbo and Steve is reducing the effect of the mushrooms. Hurry, let's go. There's not much time.
Not before seeing the treasure. I've
Go
never
ahead.
been so close to it, and I have no intention of leaving now.
But Steve, not now. There will be other opportunities in the future.
Yes, Steve. The kid's right. Let's run while we still can.
Henry, do you recognize me?
Steve, is that you? Oh, I'm not sure what's happening. It feels like I just woke up from a long dream.
There's no time, Dad. Let's go.
Dad? How come? Who?
You go! I want Kid's treasure. It represents my whole life's work. Henry, just know that I didn't want any of this to happen.
Yeah, go ahead, Steve.
Steve!
Farewell.
You got your chance, Steve.
Dad, let's go.
Okay, I'll follow.
Go, go, go! A few hours later.
Dad, I finally found you.
Willy, is that really you? How long has it been?
10 years, Dad. 10 very long years.
10 years. So this means you received my letter.
Yes, but why did you only have it delivered after all this time?
I sensed that something was wrong with Steve. I could see it in his behavior. When I realized that the search for Kid's treasure was becoming an obsession, I started to suspect that he could hurt our family. I hid my piece of the map and decided to deal with him. You are a Morgan. You have the spirit of adventure in your blood. But you were only 5, and I didn't want to trouble Mom with such a burden. I hoped that in 10 years Steve's obsession would vanish. I decided that if anything ever happened to me, you, after turning the necessary age, would be ready to pick up from where I left off. So I sent the post-dated letter.
I read Steve's diary. I know you fell off the cliff. How did you survive?
A stroke of luck. I fell right into the sea, and the tide pushed me toward an underwater passage that led directly to the cave. I wanted to find a way to get back to the surface, but I had to recover my strength first. The last thing I remember is some really delightful mushrooms. Then, it's all a blank.
Dad, let's go back home. We have a lot of things to talk about. Plus, we have to find a way to tell Mom without making her faint.
Elizabeth. Yes, we should go back.
Ready to leave Bonetown once and for all?
Bonetown is not a bad town. As soon as the legal formalities are arranged, we could think about coming back here. Remember, deep inside the cave is still the Adventure Galley. Who knows how much it can still tell the world about the golden age of piracy.
Speaking of which, when I took the chalice, I also brought the ship's logbook with me. Here it is.
The nautical charts still on ship, guys. The logbook, Knights of the Sea. Knights of the Seas? What? That sounds like the title of the next game. Are we getting Willy Morgan too? Yeah, that was a pretty nice adventure, guys. I like this a lot. It's very polished. Yeah, the graphics, the sound, the voice acting, the music, I think they are very, very well done. The storyline is a little bit basic. Yeah, but it is still enjoyable. Not every game needs a convoluted storyline that is hard to understand, you know. Very easy to follow. I'm sure a lot of newcomers to the genre will enjoy this game. The puzzles are easy too. They all make sense. So yeah, overall, a good adventure game. And I would like to play a sequel. I hope there is a sequel. The main character is very likable, so I do want to see more of him, and his father too. Yeah, his father only shows up at the end, but hopefully the sequel, if there is one, we'll get to see more of him. And also the mom. The mom is totally absent in this game. I would like to see the whole family together in the next adventure game. That would be fun. Well, anyway, hope you all have a good time watching me play this game. So, Hazi is signing out. Have a great night, everyone. See you next time.